The scheming woman deliberately threw a coin into a pot of boiling oil and threatened the elderly man across from her to retrieve it. The hot oil would scald his hand severely, but she couldn't care less. She ordered her lackeys to force the old man's hand into the pot. Fortunately, at the critical moment, the old man's daughter rushed back in time. From her father, she learned that the scheming woman had come to buy their tofu, but disliked the long line and didn't want to wait, so she threw her weight around, picked a fight, smashed their tofu stall, and even tried to force her father's hand into the boiling oil. The girl immediately called the police, but this thoroughly enraged the scheming woman. Only then did the girl realize the person she had tried so hard to save was actually the scheming woman's daughter. Not long ago, the scheming woman's husband had knelt in the heavy rain, holding his seriously ill daughter, pleading with the girl for 3 days and nights. The reason? The girl was a renowned pediatric specialist, the only one who could cure the scheming woman's daughter. Moved by the parents' desperation, the girl ultimately agreed to the man's request. They scheduled the surgery for 3 p.m., the day after tomorrow. Before leaving, the man handed her a bracelet as a token of their agreement. But she never expected the man's wife would be so vicious and cruel. So she immediately returned the bracelet and refused to operate on the daughter. Better to heal the heart than the body. Better to cure wickedness than disease. My hands will not perform surgery for evil. The scheming woman instantly recognized the bracelet as the birthday gift she'd given her daughter. She began to panic and immediately called her husband at the hospital. But from him she learned that the medical team led by the girl was making final preparation for their daughter's surgery. Mistakenly thinking the doctor was already at the hospital, she became convinced the girl before her was an imposter. She knew a doctor's most precious asset was their hands. Since this girl was impersonating a doctor, the scheming woman decided to ruin her hands then and there. Little did she know, her own cruelty and arrogance would cost her daughter's only chance of survival. After achieving her goal, the scheming woman smugly threatened everyone present not to speak a word of what happened, or else they'd end up like the girl. With that, she headed back to the hospital to see her daughter, completely unaware that the girl's condition had worsened and the surgery was urgently needed. When the scheming woman arrived, her husband told her the doctor hadn't arrived yet. But the next moment, the girl entered in a wheelchair.